that they put out there. They're still putting it out there. That's not true. This is some good stuff for you if you want to do it. Don't worry about it. It can't hurt you. It can't hurt. Well, we got. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. But it's like, the thing is after I started eating a little bit, I said, oh, it don't taste too bad. Then I ate another bowl. Then I ate another bowl. Then I caught the munchies. And it didn't take long for that whole pot to be gone. But that inspired some reggae in the music. All right, let me stop talking that foolishness and let y'all know how to cook a gumbo. Okay, first you got to start with the roux, y'all. Check this out. This is what a roux is supposed to look like, all right? You see that color? A lot of people don't do it dark enough. Now, you have to get it like that. You got to stand over the pot and stir it for a long time. And you take it on and off the fire because it'll burn. It'll burn if you keep it on the fire. But you cook it, and it's really hot. And always wear some shoes when you cook it, okay? Roux. Because one time I was cooking roux with some sandals. Well, I did that today. I shouldn't have done that. But some roux fell between my toes. And this is like, what they call that, napalm. It'll burn you to the bone. So be careful when you're doing that, all right? But you see, this is the color. And all this is oil and flour, okay? You start off with some oil. They want me to give measurements, but I'm not good at that because we've been doing this all our life. We just put a little oil in. We know what to put in. But I would say start off with a half a cup of oil, okay? And then add some flour. And you want it to kind of thicken up like this, You want it to be thick like that, like chocolate, just like some chocolate. Okay, after you cook your roux, you want to go over here and I use chicken thighs, okay? I don't know what this is, but I use chicken thighs.
Now helping Terrance in the kitchen today is Chef Manny and his wife
hey,
Cynthia. Please give them a round of
applause.
applause.
Give it up for Chef Nani, y'all. Give it up for Chef Nani. Now, Chef, what's that? Oh, a chicken breast. Okay, that's why it looked different than a thigh. Okay. All right. What I normally use is a chicken thigh with the bone in and the skin on. All right? And what you want to do, I use this seasoning here. And it's a very popular seasoning, a blend of seasoning called Tawny, Sashes, Creole seasoning. Okay? And what I normally do, I take that and I kind of sprinkle a little bit on there like that, Then I'll take a little bit of sea salt. I like sea salt, You can use regular salt. You can use MSG. But sea salt would be a little bit better for you. A little bit sea salt on it. And then just a very, very little bit of cayenne, y'all. Most people, when they cook in Creole food, they want to put too much of this. Okay, you don't want it to be so hot to where you can't eat it, but you want a little fire to it. You don't want it to be bland. So take about a little bit of cayenne like that. This is just one piece, couple of breasts. You put a little cayenne on, and usually I'd do a pot, to feed like the family. You would do about, and then you want to mix it in here. You do about 4 chicken thighs. Then you put. Chef, do me a favor. Put that pot on the fire right there. Not that one, Chef, that one. All right, there we go. Thank you, Chef. All right, now you throw your thighs in with the olive oil. You put a little olive oil in there. All right, let me wash my hand. Get the seasonings off my hand here. All right. Okay. You wash your hand after you season the meat. Not before, okay? Because you might have some kind of flavoring on your hands that, might add to the flavor of the thing, you see? All right. So then you want to put a little garlic. I like a lot of garlic, y'all. I like a lot of garlic on all my stuff. So I'm gonna put a lot of garlic on there. Okay? Then you want to put, this is what I do. I put my onions in there. Put some onions in there. All right, let's put about that many onions. All right. That's good. Onions and garlic. You start with that. And then let's see, we got a fire on there? Okay, and then you just stir it, let it do its thing. Usually you cook it in a soup pot, okay? You want to cook it in this is a smaller pot with a lid, you know, you want it to cook and get going and all that. And what you do with the chicken, you want to build a stock, okay? You want to build a stock. So you let it kind of cook with no water. Let it kind of cook a little bit like that with the onions and the garlic and no water. And then once it get going, you want to get it kind of brown on both sides. Get it going like that, comme ça. And then you sing a little song. Goodbye, chef, yeah, mom. Goodbye, pop, your pop. Goodbye à mes frères et mon cher Tito. Mon j'étais condamné pour la ballon de mon vie dans les bas la prison. Mon j'ai doudé et j'ai mis al mal fait, j'ai valé la tête. Et rentré dans trac. Oh, I got a story. Hold on. I stood condamné pour la ballon de mon. Chef, get me some water, chef. Quick, chef. We're gonna start adding the water now. And throw that in there, chef. Just dump it in there. There you go. Yeah, all right. Now you're starting to make your broth. What you do, you just build it up from there, you know. And I see chef and them, they use some chicken stock, okay? And a lot of people use chicken stock too. It adds to the flavor as well. So we're going to throw a little bit of that in there with that right now too, chef. Just to let it go. I'm going to let it build a while. Hey, all right, any questions? Anybody got questions so far? What's that? Red in the skillet? How you get the roux? Okay. Well, actually, the roux is dark brown. It's chocolate color. And what you do is you cook it on a high temperature. This is just flour and oil, and you stir it a lot. And you know you take it on and off the fire because sometimes you'll start to burn. If you see it smoking, you take it off the fire and keep stirring. You keep stirring until it's done. But you want it to be chocolate color like that. And roux don't give you no. Oh, we done set up the smoke alarm. Roux don't give you no flavor, okay? Roux is the thickening of the gumbo. You know, this is the thickening of the gumbo. And you don't really get no flavor from that, but your flavor mostly comes from your meats and your seasonings, okay? So, all right. Any more questions, anybody? You can use olive oil. You can use regular oil. Any oil of your preference, you know. You can use that too. That's good too. Yeah. Anything you can, you know, any kind of oil you can use, definitely. So look, cut me the smoked sausage first, that chef. So what we normally do
Terrance, we have a
when we
question
cook a
right over
gumbo,
here.
we take smoked sausages or smoked meat. We have a smoked meat in Louisiana we call. Okay, hold on. We got another question. Yes, sir.
When you cook, do you prefer to use aluminum skillets or cast iron?
You know what? Cast iron is good, but the aluminum is okay too. Our preference would be cast iron. We use stainless steel. In our thing, we use stainless steel. What else we use? Any more questions? I'm going to stop answering. She going to answer them for me. No, she's right. Cynthia's right. Y'all, hey, my wife Cynthia's here, y'all. Give it up for Cynthia. We've been married 25 years, and the kitchen is our battleground. That's where all the wars started. But we avoid each other because she say, and you notice she was quiet for a long time. For a good while. All right. But anyway, you know, she's not from Louisiana. So her cooking, what you call your cooking background like? Not much. Yeah, as you can tell. But anyway, we kind of share ideas in our cooking. She taught me how to cook some good Italian food. She taught me how to cook a good chicken soup, almost healthy. It's healthy until I put the sausage and the tasso in it. But
Terrance has discovered new meats, hormone-free, organic, free-range, chickens, and he's utilizing them more. And we have a Whole Foods in our city now, and so he can buy, sausage with, low nitrates, and he's actually incorporating them, and hasn't really noticed a huge change.
It's not helping much.
But I can taste it. I can taste the difference in the meat products. So, it's all about the ingredients and the quality of the ingredients. Make sure it's all high-quality meats. But, Terrance does like to use chicken with the bone in because, of course, the bone, gives your broth extra flavor. When I do a broth, I always use
And what about the skin?
Use bones. I prefer not.
Yeah.
It's just,
You don't like
I
to see the
strip
skin
the
floating
skin.
around in the pot, but that's where all the flavor is.
There's so much fat in the skin.
All right, so the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to put these smoked sausages in. And usually we'll put like tasso. Like I said, tasso is a big ingredient in gumbo. We also have smoked turkey necks, which is really good. Yes. Tasso, okay.
Good question, Marcella Simien.
Y'all don't know what tasso is? All right, tasso is a smoked meat. It's almost like a smoked ham, but it's not. It's a real cut of the pork. It's got fat in it, and it's seasoned really heavy. We used to butcher our own hogs when I was growing up, and we used to smoke her and make our own tasso. And we cut some tender cuts of it, and just hang it in the smokehouse for about 24 hours. But it's seasoned real heavy. And it adds a real good flavor, a smoky flavor, and also adds some spice to it as well. All right, question. Any other question, anybody?
But there's also turkey tasso that you use.
Yes, turkey tasso now. They actually sell this in the grocery stores at home. They'll sell a turkey tasso, and they'll sell turkey sausages. You can get that, I don't know. I'm not sure.
We may actually have some regional products in our Whole Foods. Yeah, well, definitely all the specialty butchers around.
Yeah.
The rural communities.
But in Louisiana, you can find it in every grocery store. You can find it, even in Walmart, you can find it there, Yeah. So, okay, and what I like to do, too, with the smoked sausage and andouille, smoked andouille sausage, which we used to make andouille, okay, when I was a kid, and all that was chopped up hog intestines in a sausage, and we seasoned that and smoked that. Okay, that's the true andouille. Now people making andouille with just using regular pork meat and calling it andouille, but the true andouille sausages when we were growing up was intestines. We grind up some of the intestines and maybe a few organs too. Right, Lee Allen? You remember that, huh? That's it. And we'd make our andouille sausage like that. And turkey necks. I love turkeys. The specialty stores sell smoked turkey necks and pork neck bone. That's good to throw in a gumbo. Just about anything is good to throw in a gumbo if it's smoked, Yeah. Seafood, yeah, I'm going to get to that. So I'm putting sausages in, and then I'm going to put some fresh sausages. Now, you know what I might be the only one in Louisiana that do that, but I use some spicy Italian sausage and fresh pork sausages in the gumbo. And it adds a whole nother flavor to it, a different kind of flavor. I love Italian sausages, and when it mixes in with everything else in the gumbo, it adds a pretty good flavor. So we'll put that in and let that cook a little while. Yes. All right. Now I'm gonna add some shrimp, some seafood to that. I do it all wrong. Okay. Usually, most people in Louisiana, if they cook a seafood gumbo, they're not gonna have sausage. They're not gonna have anything but seafood in it. Which I can cook one like that too. Okay. But I prefer everything in the gumbo, you know? Everything in the gumbo. And I usually use some shrimp, you know. I'll use about a pound or two of shrimp. And what you want to do is you want to throw your shrimp in after the thing is cooked, okay? Because shrimp, you can easily overcook shrimp. And you want to just, what I normally do is I'll season my shrimp on the side, and then I'll cook the gumbo, and then what I'll do is I'll throw the shrimp in and then turn the fire off. And that's plenty enough heat to cook your shrimp. And when you eat your shrimp, you still, you know, it's still fresh. You still got the taste. It tastes like shrimp and not like an overcooked piece of sausage or something like that, you know. So that's what I do, and basically that's it. And okay, let's see. We added this. Now this over here, if you don't have any smoked meat, this is Chipotle Paste, okay? And this really gives a good smoke flavor to what you're doing. You know, now it's really spicy, so you gotta watch it. You gotta add, you know, a little bit at a time and taste it. And you don't want to put too much at one time because it'll come out too spicy. So you add a little bit and then you taste as you go. Let me see here if we got something happening. What this tastes like. I don't know. Look all right. It's getting there. This is just a small sample, y'all, that we're going to cook today. Y'all, what y'all think about the gumbo they passing around? That's pretty good, huh? Well, the chef used our recipe, and I kind of gave a few suggestions. You know, they did a couple of cooking, and I tasted it. I think the spice was really good in it. The only thing I had a little problem with was the roux. And, you know, if you're not used to cooking the roux, you know, it's hard to understand that it goes like this, you know. Yes, sir. Yeah, you leave them in there. You can take them out if you want. You know, the skin, you definitely want to eat that. That's good. That's good. But you got the bones. I don't know. I know some people, man, they'll start drinking some of this, smoking some of this. And those bones just have a way of disappearing. But yeah, you don't want to eat the bone. You don't want to eat the bone. Anybody have a question? No? Yes, sir. What's that? Yeah, I use a little bit of this, you know. I use a little bit of that, and I use salt and pepper, you know, to build it.
On the shrimp.
Oh, the shrimp. Yeah. I use this. I use the seasoning, but you can use the salt and pepper, and you can make your own blend of seasoning, you know. Whatever is your taste, you know. Whatever is your taste. Oh yeah. That's getting there, y'all. That's getting there. All right. Any more questions, anybody? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You serve it with rice, okay? You always serve it where you want it to. You don't want to put a whole lot of rice to make it like a gravy, you know. You want to make it kind of like a soup, you know, which gumbo is going to be thicker than a soup, you know. It's going to, and, you know, some people want to put a lot of rice in it, but you don't want to put too much rice. You want to have it like kind of a soup, you know, with the rice. Yes, sir. What you think, Chef? Is ready for the roux? Yep. All right, let's put the roux in there. You can go ahead and put the roux in there. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more water in there. Where's my glass for the water? Oh, right there. We use It's looking like a gumbo now. A little more water in there. You can put all that roux in there, chef. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Hey.
No, look, there's two of us at home with Marcel off at school, and yes, he cooks for the masses.
Sometime two of us can eat almost what 2,000 can eat.
Wrong, Terrance. Wrong.
Hey, not quite, but close. All right, so this is getting there, y'all. This is getting there. And what I'll do is, I'll have y'all come check this out once we get everything going here. Oh, yeah. You want to freeze it. You know, after, in fact, it's actually better the next day. You know, after it's set a while, it's actually better the next day because all the juices and flavor and stuff have a time to set and kind of blend together. But yeah, it freezes real well. When you reheat it, it's just like you made it yesterday. Why you laugh? Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 2, 2. Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's what I see some roux on it.
Napalm.
That's it. All right, I'll use this one. We don't need that. We got a hand. All right. Okay, it's getting there. Now, the next step we're going to do is we're going to put some parsley and some onion in there. Put that in there. Yeah. All the parsley and all the onion. Put it all in there. I'm the chef. You're not the chef. All right, stir it. There you go.
What kind of parsley you use, Terrance?
Some parsley. Oh, there's a difference? I just go to the store and wherever it say parsley, I just reach for whatever's there.
You're not picky about your parsley.
Not picky about the parsley because we use some that look different than that too.
Yeah.
What you'd call that? The one with the little pretty leaf. Curly. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. Okay. What you got, boss? Man, be careful back there. She got more experience than you. You might as well let her handle it. All right. Let's see. It's looking good. You got to let the roux cook a while, y'all. You know, you got to let it cook a while. When I make a gumbo, it usually take me a couple hours. You know, it's something you want to take your time and just let it do its thing. And, yeah. Yeah. Some okra, you can put okra in it. Yeah. You know, people put okra, people put eggs in the gumbo for like Lent. When most of us in South Louisiana is Catholic. So my parents during Lent used to make a gumbo with, and instead of putting meat in it, they'd put eggs in it. Eggs and seafood. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Potato salad. Now, some people put potato salad in it. That's really good, too, you know. But wait. You don't put it in the pot. You have it on the side. This mic is gone. Oh, I got this one on. It's holding it too close to that. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Soundman. Give it up for the sound engineer.
Yeah, it's only when
Thank you,
when
sir.
they serve it. And I'm, did your folks do that in the country? And
Yeah, I can remember my grandmother used to make a potato salad off a side, and she'd put it,
instead of the rice.
Instead of rice, she scoops a potato salad in a gumbo. Yeah. Marsha, you had a question. Marsha Ball is in
Marsha
the
Ball,
house, y'all. Yeah.
Who knows a thing or two about gumbo, I'm sure.
The potato salad, okay. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. Yeah, gumbo is one of those dishes. You can put just about anything you like in it. I don't know about ice cream. That might be a good idea. No, how's it coming? All right. Anybody else got a question? What time it is? Yes, sir. It would. It would. You don't want it to be too thick. And you don't, you can make it to your liking, Some people like, you add a little bit at a time until you get it to where you want it. And you can add some more, add some more water. Like spicy? Yeah. You gotta throw that away and start over.
So perhaps Chef Mani can comment on how you neutralize spice.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, what you do, you can add a little more stock into it. The best thing is whenever you add a spicy or a salt, we always add a little bit into it, then you taste first. Because everybody who sit on this room have a different taste bud. So when you add it, you add a little bit, you taste first, then you can always add an extra. But it went too spicy, you can't do anything. You can add a little bit of stock, you can adjust, but you can't do anything about it. Yeah.
I told him right, ain't Chef? Throw that away, man.
We had to have the pro weigh in, okay?
The dogs might like it. You feed it to your neighbor's dogs. I won't go further than that. We had a dog, neighbor had a dog that thought our yard was his toilet.
All right. Too much information, dear.
We fed him something
Oversharing.
else. All right. This is too spicy. I got to throw it away. All right, so this is it, y'all. This is it. And any more questions? Anybody? The dog? It ended up in the pet cemetery, and it came back to haunt me. Hold on. Don't put nothing in there yet. Just listen to the music. Yeah, wait. Since I can't drink, here you go.
Still too early for me.
Hey!
Give it up for Terrance Simien.
I didn't know we had a video screen set up, man. That's cool. That's cool. All right.
He's amazed by technology.
Let's see.
Old school guy.
Let's see what we got. Chef, what you think? Fire on the bayou? It's a little thick. I'm going to add a little more water to it.
Thick or is it a little tick?
It's a little too thick.
A little
Let me
tick?
put just a
thick?
little more water in there. And we're going to have to let it go another hour. So y'all come back in an hour. All right, just a little bit more water, chef. Kind of like that. It ain't going to be as bad. So y'all get the taste, I guess, right? No?
They did already, sweet.
Oh, y'all did? Oh, well, I can throw this, right? But this is getting there, y'all. This is
So
getting
who
there.
had gumbo in New Orleans yesterday when we stopped? Some gumbo, awesome. So any muffaladas? We did muffaladas. Marcella went to Central Grocery. Terrance had shrimp and grits. We went to Drago's. A good friend of ours, Steve Sodoloff, treated us to lunch at Drago's in the Hilton. And they're known for their roasted oysters that are to die for. Little butter, little Parmesan, garlic, roasted, really nice. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Great stop
on the money.
at home yesterday, huh?
Right on the money. It's never done. Well, you know, most people usually cook it for over an hour, you know, at least an hour, you know, to get everything right, you know, because it's different stages. You know, you start, like I said, you start with the roux. That's going to take you at least 20 minutes to make your roux, okay?
If not
A
longer.
lot of stirring. And then, you know, you start with whatever meat you're going to put in there. Like if you use chicken thighs like what I use or chicken breast, you start and you cook that, you saute it, and you let it build up a broth. And then after that, you add your other ingredients like your sausages, your smoked sausage, your fresh sausages, and or if you got tasso and turkey necks, put that in there. And then you just let it cook a while, and you just taste, you know. When you taste right, you turn it off and you eat it.
It's country cooking.
Huh? That's it. Now, if you drinking, it might take a little longer. Yeah. Wine? No, but that sounds like it would be good. What, like some red wine, you would say? Red or white? Okay. I'm going to have to try that when I start drinking again.
Marcia has something else
Yes.
to ask you, dear. How do you plate
Good
it, dear?
question. Yeah, you know, you want to serve it in a soup bowl, you know, something like that. That's a soup bowl?
Yes, dear.
All right. I don't know. A plate like this, y'all. And then look, you put your rice in, and then you come and you get your gumbo like that. Come
And then what about, do you...
No. You don't
Do you
mess with
garnish
that.
it?
You don't mess with
A little
that.
bit of parsley.
You don't need that. That's the Italian way. There you go.
That's the girl way, dear.
That's right. The shrimp, well, I got to get
gotta
this
turn
right
it
first.
off, yeah.
If that, once this is right, I'm going to dump that in there. Somebody very special going to come up here and tell me if it's okay or not. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Taste testing.
Still trying to figure that out. Of course, chef, y'all don't have the right fire, man. I'm going to have to say, the fire not right, man.
Why is the fire not right?
It's not your fault, huh? I'm messing with you. I'm trying to make an excuse because it's not as good as I want it to be. So I got to blame you, chef. Sorry.
Shame on you.
You're going to have to take the blame, chef. All right.
It's on you. It's on you, man.
It's on me. Boy, I thought I was a
You got to
good
own
cook.
this.
Yeah. That's what did it. That's a good one. Yeah. Next time some thighs, yeah. Next time some thighs, man. All right, let's see. What time it is? It's almost there. That's a good one. Okay. Oh, that's some pretty shrimp to be wasting in there, yeah. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to put the shrimp in there. We're going to turn it off. Well, that's some big shrimp. Let that cook just a little bit. Usually I got them little shrimp that look like some starving shrimp. Those big shrimp might have to cook a little bit. All right. Okay, you can turn it off, Chef. All right, so y'all can see on the screen. This is what my this gumbo look like, y'all. Hold on, wait. Ken, you gotta let the shrimp cook a little while long in there. Otherwise, you're gonna be eating some sushi in your gumbo. That's it, y'all. That's it. Yeah. That's exactly right. The meat falls off the bone. Yep. I usually like it like that. She don't like it like that. She's like, what's all this? But yeah, the meat falls off the bone and it kind of spreads itself out and everybody get a little piece of chicken, you know? Yeah.
We still have to plate it because it's the final stage, dear.
Oh, yeah?
And you said you have someone to taste test?
Yeah.
Very, very important and special.
I think I'd like to call to the stage a Creole expert on gumbo, and he's a good friend of mine, Mr. Lee Allen Zeno, y'all, from the Buckwheat Zydeco
Come
Bay.
Come on, Lee Allen.
Lee,
Come
you got...
on.
Well, Lee, we don't have no rice, bro.
Just one shrimp.
But, come on. I done discouraged you. Let's see what we got there, Lee. That was a 20-minute gumbo, man. That's a 20-minute gumbo. We can make one better in a few hours. It looked good, but I don't know. We're going to see. Whoa! We're going to have to get... We're gonna have to give it to the neighbor's dog or what?
I don't know.
No. It's all right? All right.
Give it to this dog.
Yeah, give it to my boat. It's delicious, everybody.
Y'all give it up for Mr. Lee Allen. Mr. Lee Allen, Zeno. All right.
It's good.
It's all right?
That's mine?
But that's yours. You can take that.
Well, I was hoping you was going to say that.
Oh, yeah.
yours, man.
It's all yours.
If you'd have said no, I'd have stopped.
Allons manger.
Allons manger.
Allons
All
manger.
right.
Allons manger. Coucher. Les haricots sont pas salés.
Tell him. Translate, dear.
What? If I translate, it'll ruin it for everybody. Y'all just think of us saying some deep stuff, y'all, because in our world that was like calling it what it is, telling the truth. Telling the truth. Anybody got any more questions? Anybody? Yes, sir. Yeah, you can leave it, let it cool off, you know. Just put it off to the side. You want to take it completely off the fire. Yeah, because otherwise it'll start burning. Yeah. Okay, anybody else? Yes, sir. Smoked ham hocks would work good. In fact, that's places I've been where I actually use smoked ham hocks because that was the only smoked meat I could find. Yeah. You tell them.
Well, our Creole for Kids in the History of Zydeco program is presented all over the world, and oftentimes we do residencies, week-long residencies, and we offer a cooking demo, and a lot of places take advantage of it. He's done them in people's homes, in their kitchens for 20, 30 people, in grocery stores. Restaurants, and it's, people really enjoy it, and somewhat like this.
I just did a cooking demo in Russia. That's right. We went to Russia for 2 years. Lord, thank God, no. Went to Russia for 2 weeks and Ukraine for a week. And part of the deal was that I did a cooking demo in a little town outside of Belazisk, which is one of the oldest cities in Russia. And it's the 5th oldest city in Russia. And we were the first American band to actually perform in that city. And that was that was in July. And I made a sauce piquant. And we found, believe it or not, we found just about all the ingredients I need. And it came out pretty good. We found some smoked chicken, some smoked pork, which was kind of like tasso. It wasn't seasoned like we'd season it, but we found some smoked meat like that. We found some andouille sausage. Of course, I took my seasoning with me. I took that with me. We found some andouille sausage. We found some, what else we found out there? Well, the seafood and all that. So, yeah, it went pretty good. I had to cook. Well, they told me to cook for 50 people, and about 100 showed up. So we had to kind of, everybody got a smaller portion than they wanted, but we was able to feed everybody just as well. Russia and Ukraine, we were playing music.
Yeah, but how did you get there?
We flew on a plane. You got Cynthia. Cynthia got something she want to tell y'all, I think.
No. We've done, had the great honor of touring with the U.S. State Department. And this was a tour that took a lot of work over about a year and a half, working with the U.S. consulate in St. Petersburg. And Terrance had been to Kiev with the embassy there in 2012. And he fell in love with Ukraine. The embassy fell in love with the music and the whole joy and the joyful, nature of.
You wasn't there, right?
No, but I booked it. Okay, and I planned it, dear. And I strategized, okay?
Hold on, give me that mic.
And I
Give me
worked.
that mic.
You know,
One, two.
I've
Hold
learned
on.
so much about what we do through cultural diplomacy with our U.S. State Department, because I've done probably 6 or 8 of these now with Terrance all over the world, and we're doing remarkable things at our embassies, and we just feel so honored to be part of the cultural exchange, and particularly in Russia. I mean, they just, part of the project narrative was, they wanted to kind of reset and change people's minds about, Americans and because so much of the rural communities, I mean, they were in the Urals and Siberia, and these communities get access to state-controlled media, and they have little contact with, American culture, media. They don't see many people of color, and
Yeah, we were the only black people in Russia, y'all.
in some of these rural communities. I mean, Terrance, it was so, there's so much culture that our country presents, around the world. A lot of jazz throughout the years, blues, many of our blues artists, and so it's a wonderful learning experience to work with the
very
State Department.
mind-blowing experience for me, because everything I grew up thinking about Russia, being people who we were supposed to fear and I guess hate even at some point. These people are just like everybody else. I mean, I had a connection. We went to Siberia, and the place where we went in Tumen, some of the people we met there remind me of people of home in South Louisiana, just simple people that's trying to make it and just want to connect, and everybody was really friendly. when I told people at home I was going to Russia and Ukraine, they said, the promoter is going to give you a bulletproof vest. What are you doing, you know? And actually, it was one of the safest places I've ever been. I mean, the policemen there didn't have guns. At least I didn't see any guns, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, maybe that was staged for us, but I doubt it. And while we were there, we got a news, we would watch the BBC News, and that was the same time of the shooting, the theater shooting in Lafayette, Louisiana. Yeah. So we were in Siberia, safe, okay, and at home that was happening. So a little something to think about, you know, when it comes to gun control and all that. Sometimes that works, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that works. But anyway, it was an amazing experience. I mean, there's some bad things going on in Russia, but the people are not bad people, you know. I mean, the politics is pretty messed up with the Russians who are trying to, basically want to take back the country of Ukraine. But they want to do it in a way where, you know, they can get away with it. But we went to this place, this kids camp, and the kids were all into the music, couldn't speak the language, couldn't speak English, but was singing, "Hey, Pockyway." You know what I'm saying? Singing along with us. And at the end of the show, we took pictures with all the kids, and they were just so happy to see us, and we were so happy to be there with them. And one of the guys in the group was about 16 years old. I think he said he was 16. And he gave every member of the band a coin, a Ukrainian coin, because they knew we were going to Ukraine after we left Tawny. And he said, I want you to give this to one of my Ukrainian brothers or sisters and tell them we love them. So when he said that, you know, it really, you know, made it all real for me that people, you know, and politics are two separate things altogether, you know. And, you know, that was. And we also played for a camp, disabled Russian veterans. And that went over really well, you know. They got off and started dancing to the music and had a good time. But, you know, it's all good, y'all. This blues cruise, they should have one like this instead of wars. You know what I'm saying? They should take this concept here, because I never experienced more love and more kindness, you know, in my life with a group of people like we have on this boat. And I'm not the only one saying this. Each and every one of y'all, I probably would agree. I mean, this is amazing. This is, I think, my 10th blues cruise, and we look forward to it all the time because of one reason, because of y'all treating us so nice and being so kind.
Give yourselves a hand.
And loving.
Give
Thank
yourselves a hand.
Merci beaucoup. All right.
Okay, wrap it up here.
Anybody got a neighbor's dog they want to get rid of? Thank y'all so much for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Terrance Simien and Cynthia.